So real quick, I wanted to capture my thoughts on the recent Sony State of Play, in which they showcased gameplay, first footage for Horizon Forbidden West, which is the upcoming sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. I was taking a look at this footage, and immediately, I was reminded why I'm such a big fan of the first game. The first Horizon Zero Dawn was one of the best games that came out last generation and just last decade in general. It's a fantastic open world RPG game that really placed a big emphasis on on combat and exploration. Now, the strength of Horizon Zero Dawn really came from the combat and the fact that the resource management system in the game, while it can be seen as repetitive, it was designed so well to where the strengths outweighed the weaknesses. And engaging in combat with the various machines in that game really felt fresh and unique. And a big part of that was the fact that the machines were designed to be like these animal personas. And it's great that they're bringing that back here. And there were a number of different things that they added here that I thought were interesting and unique ideas. For one, they added the ability to deploy smoke in the middle of combat. So that seems to be something that's a good tactic to retreat, regroup, collect your thoughts, and deploy different strategies. Based on the given situation on the behalf of the player. So that's something I'm interested in seeing how that can be used in the game. Also, they created a device. They gave the player a new tool. I forget the name of what it is, but it's basically a shield that you can deploy as a parachute, and that's great as well. Apparently, Aloy can use this to swoop down on unsuspecting enemies, and so it can be used as a stealth tactic, and it can also be used as just another means of basic traversal in the game world. So I can see it being used in various platforming sections throughout the game. Another thing that they added was an upgrade to the melee combat system, which this time seems to be more focused on situational combat encounters, whereas in the first game it really was very sloppy in the way that it was designed. So I'm definitely interested to see how the melee combat in particular evolves in this game. Another thing is they added some new weapons, such as the sticky grenade thing or whatever that they had towards the end when she's fighting the elephant machine, which I believe is called a tremor font. So that's another new tactic that they gave to the player. They have new machines in here, such as the Velociraptor machines, which you can hijack and take control of as a mount. Another thing is, because I'm curious, in the first game, you could only control one mount at a time. Like, you can only take control of one machine at a time. I'm curious if they made it so you can take control of multiple machines at once. That would dynamically change the combat in a number of unique ways, if that's possible. The underwater swimming and all that is something that was in the first game, but it's clearly been expanded here. So I'm curious, what they're going to do with that, because from what I saw, it looks like there's a lot of expanded areas with the level design. And that was really their intention, is to add that next level of dynamic flow to the gameplay. So that's something I'm interested in seeing as well. The main thing, though, I would like to see more of an upgrade to the storytelling. The story in Horizon Zero Dawn, it was decent, but it wasn't like great. The main draw with that game really was the combat system. The story was really an afterthought for the most part. Although, I did enjoy a number of the side missions and everything that were in that game. I would like to see an upgrade basically overall to the storytelling. The main thing that I took away from the end of this is the fact that they don't have a release date. And this is something that I'm kind of tired of seeing with video games, is that they'll show off gameplay trailers, extended gameplay demos, and you can clearly tell in these things, how scripted everything actually is. And so you really don't know exactly what you're getting with the final product sometimes, and that's been a criticism of different video games. Publishers such as Ubisoft is guilty for showcasing a demo, and the final product doesn't look or play anything like what was showcased. Square Enix is another company that's gotten into trouble with that before. Although Sony themselves, they're better at that. They're better at showcasing a game, how it's actually going to play, like when a specific product actually releases to retail. I don't think that's going to really be a problem with Horizon Forbidden West, but they wait all this time to showcase a gameplay demo, and we don't have a release date still. I think this game still has the chance to come out this year, but E3, I believe, is rolling around in the next 2 weeks, and if Sony has already said that they're not participating in E3, but if they don't showcase like another trailer for this soon, and there's no like release date, no updated information as far as that goes, then more than likely this is probably going to be an early 2022 release, maybe even a spring 2022 release, which is not what the narrative was originally. Originally, they stated that this game was going to be like a 2021 release. So, although these things change all the time, and delays are nothing new in the video game industry. So that's that was my main problem with this, was the fact that there's no release date. Although I do like the fact that they, even though it was already announced, they emphasized that this game is also going to be available on PlayStation 4. So it's not just a PlayStation 5 release. And I'm sure also for the PC audience, for gamers such as myself, eventually this game will also come to PC, similar to its predecessor. It's not going to happen right away, I don't think, but within the next few years or whatever, after this game releases, more likely I would expect to see a PC port at some point in time down the line. So as far as like overall, based off of what they've shown, I'm very interested and almost excited. I really don't get excited for video games that much anymore, but here and there I'll see something that catches my attention. Horizon Zero Dawn is a very unique IP. Very curious to see how they expand that world, that universe, and I'm definitely interested to jump back into it. Oh, and I also forgot to mention the grappling hook. It seems like most video games are utilizing some type of grappling hook option. And I think the Batman Arkham series really made that that mechanic popular. So it seems like every video game needs to have a grappling hook now. They did that with Uncharted 4. They're doing that with Halo Infinite, which also has a grappling hook attachment. This game's going to have like its own grappling hook attachment. So that's also something that's going to expand the platforming as well. So, but yeah, looking forward to it. Horizon Forbidden West. I hope it comes out this year, but right now it's a wait and see.
Time to hit back.